Good morning, students. Hope you all have completed the warming up activity of the poem Invictus in your English notebook. Let us focus on the first stanza of the poem Invictus. Before that, Invictus, the meaning of it is unconquerable or invincible. Out of the night that covers me. This first line is a metaphor. In this line, night is indirectly compared with sorrow, hardships, difficulties that a person faces in his life. How the night is black as pit from pole to pole means the direct comparison is made between pit and the darkness. Black pit means deep depression, spiritual darkness, difficulties covering the whole world, here the world of the poet, as the poet was facing lot of difficulties in his life. The figures of speech in this second line are simile. The direct comparison is made between pit and darkness. Alliteration is also there as the sound of letter P is repeated, and repetition, the word pole is repeated for poetic effect. Pit means a large hole in the ground. Though the poet faces lot of difficulties in his life, he is thankful to God. The next two lines of this first stanza, I thank whatever gods may be for my unconquerable soul. The poet wants to thank God for creating an unconquerable soul. The rhyming words are me be, pole, soul. The poet here talks about the deep realities of life. The life is not always smooth. The truth of life is that everyone's life is full of troubles. They go through difficult situations and face difficulties. The poet says one should not give up. One must keep one's willpower strong and unconquered. No one should conquer it. Let us move on to the next stanza. In the fell clutch of circumstance, I have not winced nor cried aloud. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. In the first line, fell clutch means wicked trap. In the fell clutch of circumstance means in the evil grip of events beyond my control, that is beyond poet's control. I have not winced nor cried aloud. Here, winced means jerked with pain, felt hurt, or cry in pain. The poet does not complain about the difficult situations he faced in life. Under the bludgeonings of chance, my head is bloody but unbowed. Bludgeonings means violent beating with a club. Now, what is club? Club means a heavy stick with a thick end used as a weapon. If somebody hits with a club, will it not pain? My head is bloody but unbowed. Bloody but unbowed means proud of what one has achieved despite having suffered great difficulties or losses. The head is still high. The poet wants to convey that no matter whatever damage is done to him, he would not bow his head in defeat. In this stanza, the poet gives a message that one must look for the solutions to overcome the troubles, difficult situations of life. At times, these waves of trouble will make one weak, lose hope, but in such situation, one should be strong, keep one's head up, and fight against all odds. In the line, I have not winced nor cried aloud, the figure of speech is alliteration. The sound of letter N is repeated. In the fell clutch of circumstance, figures of speech is personification. The circumstances are given the human quality of trapping something wickedly. Children, let us move on to our next stanza. Beyond this place of wrath and tears looms but the horror of the shade, and yet the menace of the years finds and shall find me unafraid. Wrath means anger, hatred. The place of wrath and tears refers to this world we live in. This world he feels is full of anger and suffering. Manas means threat. Looms means hangs overhead. In these lines, the poet is describing how he had a tough life. He faced and encountered many troublesome circumstances, situations. He has never given up even after facing such dreadful evil circumstances. Though he has lot of difficulties in such circumstances also, he has never given up. He feels strong and hopeful. Certain things in one's life are beyond one's control. One can't stop or prevent from happening. In the same way, past troubled years have prepared the poet for the future ones. The poet is not afraid to face his future problems. He is strong and unmoved, unshaken. The rhyming words are tears, ears, shade, unafraid. Let us move on to the last stanza. In the last stanza, the in matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. Straight the gate refers to a narrow passage way. Scroll means spiral manuscript writing, a roll of parchment or paper for writing on. Fate means the development of events outside a person's control, regarded as predetermined by a supernatural power. In this stanza, the poet explains how a person is the controller of his own life. The poet knows how he has the ability to control his own life. No matter certain things are beyond his control, still he has the ability, the willpower, and hope, positive thinking to manage his own life. Just like the captain of a ship, he feels that his life is a big ship sailing through the waves of a storm, that is, different circumstances and troubles. He is the master of his own fate and the captain of his soul. He has that power within him to rule his own life and overcome his obstacles. The lines, I am the master of my fate, I am the captain of my soul. The figure of speech is repetition. The phrase I am is repeated. Metaphor is also used. The poet indirectly compares himself to a master and a captain. The rhyming words are Gate Fate, Scroll Soul, and rhyme scheme is ABAB. Children, really, this poem, Invictus, is full of strength and courage and to fight with all odds, all situations. So one should be able to courageously face all kind of difficult situations that comes in one's life. Read this poem well, write it once in your English notebook, write rhyming words, find out rhyme scheme again. A PDF file of the exercises will be forwarded to you. Thank you.